G'day, mate. Welcome to Deal with Facts. Alright, mates, let's talk about this whole daylight saving time schmozzle. It's a bit of a head-scratcher, isn't it? Basically, it's this wacky idea where we mess with the clocks twice a year to squeeze more sunshine into our days. Imagine shifting time just to catch a few extra rays. Think of it like stealing an hour from winter and chucking it onto summer, all in the name of longer barbecues and Arvo swims. More daylight means more time for fun in the sun. Of course, like any good Aussie invention, Vegemite, anyone? Daylight savings has its fair share of fans and haters. Some folks love it, while others can't stand the disruption. Some reckon it's a ripper idea that saves energy and puts everyone in a good mood. They say it encourages outdoor activities and reduces the need for artificial lighting. Others reckon it's just a recipe for grumpy mornings and confused chickens. The sudden shift can mess with our body clocks and leave us feeling out of sorts. But hey, that's Australia for you. We love a good debate, especially when it involves sunshine and sleep. Whether you're for or against it, there's always a lively discussion to be had. So, chuck another snag on the Barbie, crack open a coldie, and let's dive into the wonderful world of Aussie daylight saving time. It's a quirky tradition that keeps us talking and enjoying the great outdoors. So when do we wind those clocks forward anyway? Right. So here's the deal. Daylight saving time, or DST, is that time of the year when we adjust our clocks to make better use of daylight. In those parts of Australia that are keen on DST, we're talking about shifting the clocks forward by one whole hour. This means more daylight in the evening, which can be great for outdoor activities. This happens on the first Sunday of October at 2 a.m., so if you're out late on that Saturday night, don't forget to set your clock forward before you hit the sack. Yeah, I know it's a bit early for a party, but think of it as gaining an extra hour of evening light. But hey, at least the sun's up earlier too. This means you can start your day with the sun already shining bright. Then, just when you've gotten used to waking up with the birds, it's time to wind those clocks back again. This marks the end of DST. This joyous occasion happens on the first Sunday of April at 3 a.m. So you get to enjoy an extra hour of sleep that night. Yes, you get an extra hour of sleep. It's like a little gift from the time gods. Just try not to spend it all wondering where the time went. Instead, enjoy the extra rest and maybe even a leisurely breakfast. Of course, all this clock changing only applies to the states and territories that are on board with DST. Not everyone in Australia participates, and trust me, that's a whole other kettle of fish. The debate over DST is ongoing with strong opinions on both sides. A tale of two time zones, who's in and who's out. Okay, picture this. Australia, the land of sunshine and kangaroos divided by time zones? Yep, you heard right. When it comes to DST, our great nation is split right down the middle. So, who's on Team Daylight Saving? We've got the usual suspects: New South Wales, Victoria, South Australia, Tasmania, and the Australian Capital Territory. These guys are all about soaking up the extra sunshine and pretending they're early risers. And then there's the we're good crew Queensland, Western Australia, and the Northern Territory. These states reckon messing with the clocks is just plain unnatural. They're happy to stick to their guns and their time zones and enjoy the sunshine on their own terms. But why the divide? The great Aussie time debate. Now you might be wondering why some states are all for DST, while others wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. It's a debate that has been going on for years, and it doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon. Well, strap yourselves in, because this is where things get interesting. There are several reasons behind this divide, and each one is as compelling as the next. For starters, there's the whole energy-saving argument. Proponents of DST argue that by shifting the clocks forward, we can make better use of natural daylight and reduce the need for artificial lighting. The idea is that by shifting the clocks forward, we use less electricity for lighting because the sun's up longer. Makes sense, right? Well, not everyone's convinced. Some studies suggest that the energy savings are minimal at best. Some reckon the energy savings are negligible, especially with modern technology. With energy-efficient appliances and smart home systems, the need for DST to save energy is questioned. Then there's the lifestyle factor. Many people love the longer daylight hours that DST provides. It means more time for outdoor activities, social gatherings, and enjoying the beautiful Australian weather. DST fans love the longer daylight hours, perfect for barbecues, beach trips, and generally soaking up the great outdoors. It's a chance to make the most of the day and spend quality time with family and friends. But opponents argue that messing with the clocks can disrupt sleep patterns, affect moods, and even lead to health problems. The adjustment period can be tough, and not everyone adapts easily. And let's not forget the farmers. For them, The early morning hours are crucial, and any change in the schedule can have significant impacts on their daily routines. Some reckon DST throws their whole schedule out of whack, especially during those crucial early morning hours. The shift can affect everything from milking cows to harvesting crops. Others say it doesn't make much difference. They argue that farming is dictated more by the sun than by the clock, so DST has little impact on their work. It's a real mixed bag, just like a good Aussie bushwalk. Whether you're for or against DST, it's clear that this debate is as diverse and varied as the Australian landscape itself.